weekly active users, daily active users, monthly active users, I generally don't like as North Star metrics because they are a layer. They're like 20,000 foot metrics where I would go maybe a layer to like 10,000, which is maybe because I would always ask like, well, what defines active? So just like lead with that, right? So it's like if you do believe that the number of people who number of creators who post at least one reel per day makes them active, then say that. Don't say daily active creators, right? Um, that said, though, one of the shortcomings, like to Brian's point, like when in the archetypes, if creators and viewers are a marketplace type situation, similar to like Uber with like drivers and passengers, etc. Um, the thing I would make sure is true, like the litmus test of your North Star metric, is that it does need to account for value creation for both sides and activity for both sides. So if it's like number of daily active drivers and you're doing Uber, then that doesn't feel like it's right. If it's number of daily active passengers in Uber, that also doesn't feel right. But if it's the number of successful rides per day or rides per week, right? A ride brings together a driver and a passenger. So maybe you could make a case that that's a good metric. Same with Airbnb, like number of, is it trips booked? Is it nights booked? I'd say nights booked probably has more direct correlation with like value for both sides than total trips, because like a 1 night trip creates less value for the host and the guest than a 7 night trip. So I would kind of, you could argue that's too detailed, but that's the level of fidelity that I would think about for North Star metrics.